Alright boys, there's 2 9-inch coil. We're going to compare sensitive FT to itself. We got this old quarter here and that nail's elevated, okay? So I created this sensitive FT program called Dog. 5 tones. We got the numbers 1 and 2 accepted. 4, 5, 6 and our iron tone, okay. Got the high 800 in the highest bend. I could probably raise that. Remember, full tones, you know your pitch is preset. But I'm not using full tones here. Okay? Silence of 1. And then the actual sensitive FT program is 6.8 dis, same sensitivity. We'll change the reactivity to 2.5. 2.5. Alright, now we're going to move this quarter, but I want to show it here first. Okay? You know, the sensitive FT is a little different than the other programs on this machine. Version 2.0.0, same applies to 1.1. You will see some 80s ID coming off the left side as you sweep this. Okay, and I'm in the sensitive FT program right now. Not the modified one. You'll see that 85, it comes in there in a flash. 81, 85, now iron TID is on. Okay, so you get to hear that. So what I'm saying is you have to really be watching to see that come in that window. You get to hear that tone. Okay. So now I'm going over here to the old modified sensitive FT. Okay. You hear the double beep. Hear that? And it gives the same ID. The ID behaves identical between these two modes. The audio sounds different, behaves different. Listen. Hear that double beep? Back to the sensitive FT. So you just get one audio there, but when you look down at the meter, you may see a 1. Okay? Now we're going to move this quarter. Now remember, we got double beep with this quarter sitting way out here. We'll move the quarter to the right a little bit. Now it's more exposed. Okay, this is the unmodified sensitive FT. You get to see that meter. It transitions to 86, and as it gets over that nail, it comes in on 0.1. Alright, let's hear what the old modified sensitive FT sounds like. So I'm still getting a double beep there sounding with it way out there. But that probably wouldn't be too problematic running the unmodified sensitive FT. That's pretty clean, pretty good idea. Alright. Now we're going to shift the quarter more in. See it there? Okay, we're in the sensitive FT unmodified. So you hear that little splotchy tone with a 1 in the meter. You hear that, okay? Now we're going to the old modified version. So, hunting by ear, which one there would be the odds-on favorite to get a person to stop? Now, keep in mind, that is a high conductive coin, by the way. This works on low conductors too, low conductive coins. Okay? But you hear that. So that would get your attention, wouldn't it? You don't even really need to see a meter reading, even though you could glance at it, and you would see that 1 in there. double beeper. That would cause you to get curious about that target. And then you see an 87, you're like, whoa. If we go back to the sensitive FT unmodified, that's what you've got. One little peck signal. There's no double beep there, really signifying, oh, you may be coming down the barrel of a nail. You see what I mean? You could hear that sound right there quite often hunting with this machine right there. With those ones coming in there. One blotchy signal. That's all you got. Back to the modified sensitive FT. Down close. So that would tell me, if I hear that double beep, that would tell me, uh-oh, let's rotate. Can't hurt you. But using the unmodified sensitive FT, I hear that little peck sound. Now I've got to call up here about 6 inches right there. 7 inches. Down close. Down close, you don't even get anything. Modified sensitive FT down close. 5 inches. 6 inches. And notice that's a strong tone on that machine. Now I've got the volume set to 10, accepting numbers 1 and 2. But it's not a single tone. Now while I've got this camera running, since we've got a nail head out there, let's get out right in there with that quarter. What do we hear? Okay, this is the modified sensitive FT. So we're still getting that double beeper. What do we get in the sensitive FT unmodified? So we hear that signal. In most sweeps, you got to really control your sweep. You may see an 85, you may not. Likes to read a 2. Okay. Back over here to the modified. See, rather than me sweeping like such in the sensitive FT, if I heard that double beat, well, I wouldn't even really be worried too much about the ID. Now, I might be here. Now, remember, you get to run knots using this. Okay? You can notch the full range. You're still going to hit that corner right there. Indian head. See what I'm saying? Go rings. You still have a chance to hear them. You just don't want your notch dialed up so high. When you turn like that, you don't get anything. Because if you got the machine notched, you're not going to get any ID. Or audio. I believe I'm telling you right when I say that. We'll just notch this machine way over here. I notched it all the way to 99, so we sweep over this. See, the meter is dead, and so is the audio. Okay? So hunting by ear, the way this is working here, could give you some advantage. It may speed up some of your detecting, actually, depending. Alright? This is sort of special what this is doing here. A single frequency machine, when you get that quarter, a single frequency machine right there would probably struggle. Well, I've got the camera on. Deus mano. I'll even turn the silencer to 0. That's 17 kilohertz. El Dedo. 7.5 kilohertz. You'd never find that quarter. 32 kilohertz. Nothing. 40.4. Now even frequency shifted all the way to 45.4. You see what I'm saying? So you can take this machine and be in behind people. On that corner right there, you can be behind a manicure runner, E-track runner, AT Pros, F75s. You can locate targets per call swept. They don't get the intel you get. As long as you learn how to use this baby. Now, the manicure is good on the low conductors. Go rings, nickels, things like that. But high conductors, it won't do what this machine does because of the way the ID system works. Alright? Now, in some of your heaviest iron sights, you know, you can play with this. You know, when you get an ear with a machine, you learn to disregard a lot of this machine. And all the manicure and the Deus 2 are two very good machines. Look, they make a lot of racket when you're out sweeping them. And you learn, depending on what it's doing, you learn to basically ignore it. It doesn't get your attention. Well, when you run this program like this, you may run into that too. Like I said, those little single monotone, no double beepers. Well, you pass on them. I mean, you could rotate on them if you wanted to. I mean, if you ain't finding much, why not? That's going to conclude the video. I hope you enjoyed.